Anyway, we're joined now by Jonathan Moore. Talk about something unusual. He's the president of Envision Advisors, and he's an architect, and he is building, I find this hard to believe, but gingerbread houses.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, doing great. We were talking about your gingerbread houses a little bit earlier, but tell us about gingerbread houses.
Well, I am your gingerbread architect. I'm very glad you called. Everything I do is fully compliant with current hurricane and snacking codes.
Snacking codes.
I've just been doing it for a long time. You know, you're an architect. You work with walls and roofs, and it's just been natural around the holidays to play around with the kids and build some fun stuff.
How do you make sure the insulation in the gingerbread house is good and sufficient to where you can at least get the wafting smells of all the good desserts and pastries a part of the house?
Well, there's a lot of math involved.
Yeah.
You know, realtors will tell you to put a piece of aluminum foil with a couple of drops of vanilla. I'll tell you the same thing, just light a candle inside it.
And that'll do it. Where can people see an example of a gingerbread house? Well, a picture of it, first of all.
Well, we'll have some up on our Instagram and Facebook account, Envision Advisors. They can look up. And you know, we're just finishing working on the St. Pete Pier. And this year we're kind of doing something special and may have a gingerbread pier in the very near future coming out.
Jonathan, is there a blueprint that you have to follow, or do you kind of just go into it when you're making these houses?
Well, let me tell you, the codes are strict when it comes to proper ginger walls and ginger roofs. You really need to have the right blend of gingerbread, make the shapes before you cook them, chill them in the refrigerator, and then cook them. So yes, there are a lot of codes involved, and I really suggest it be done by only licensed professionals.
And you say a stop at the mall candy store is a must for your gingerbread creation. Why is that?
I do. I just think it really helps to spark what you want to do. You see those barrels of different candy, some of it from candy when you were a kid, and then there's newfangled stuff. It just really helps to spark, you know, last year it was, I found these unique little candies that I was going to do a garden, and I did a garden with tomatoes and cucumbers and found these different shaped, candies to use. And it was all just kind of walking through that store to figure out what would work best.
If I just want to make a simple gingerbread house, right, where do I start? What's my base? How do I get started?
Well, you can Google any gingerbread recipes to actually make the walls, but Meghan Trainor said it best. It's all about the base, really, isn't it? It's all about the base. Architecture 101 kind of says any building you build is about the foundation. Having a strong support, because really that gingerbread house is going to fall over when you're moving it. So I use poster board or extra thick cardboard when I can to start from.
No treble.
Dang.
No trouble. No, sir.
Well, if you want to see pictures of this, and again, Jonathan Moore is working on a few other things when he's not doing this. He's been engaged in projects like the St. Pete Pier and the Tampa Theater and the Florida Poly University. And incidentally, congratulations on the St. Pete Pier. USA Today named it one of the top attractions in the country.
It's a fantastic place to go, be with the family, be out properly social distanced. If you haven't been, I highly recommend it.
Oh, yeah. It is going to be iconic, as the old inverted pyramid was. Actually, it was a trapezoid, but we'll let that go. But
well, there's the architect in you talking out, Jack.
But
Jack, I want to get just real quick back to your beagle and bagel conversation. I actually have a beagle and a basset hound, and do you know what a beagle basset mix is called?
A bagel?
A bagel. That's right.
I did not know that.
Is this George Carl or Mr. Ritter here, Ben Ritter? Well, anyway, if you want to see examples of this, pictures of this, and I'm sure people are going to want to do it. I know Aaron's already done it, I'm sure, but go to envisionadvisors.com. It's capital I, capital V, one word, envisionadvisors.com. And Jonathan, thanks for joining us on AM Tampa Bay this morning. It's been very entertaining.
Yes, sir. It's great to talk to all of you guys.